Hey guys! Okay, so you guys commented on um one of the TikToks that I made, and you guys wanted me to show you how to make um Shadow and Sonic in this game right here, which is Sonic Plus Roleplay in Roblox. So what I do is when I hit custom, you can see that yes, I do have a whole bunch of shadows. Um, it's different AUs of Shadow, like different versions, including ones that don't really exist, like the Boss Cage Maze, the New Yoke. It's New Yoke, not New York. Just so you guys know, Inside Prime. I do have the Hasbin Hotel Shadow because, of course, why not? And yes, I combined the names because it's a lot better too. And I did try my best to make Idol Shadow, but failed miserably. Uh, God. I also did try to make Multiverse Shadow. You want to go subscribe to him, and Multi and Solar, they have their own YouTube channels. And if you're also wondering why Shadow was like that, because I feel like it it's what I do, is like I just sometimes make different versions that you could say that I'm just like that. Of course, if you remember the Lobos series, I created Alpha Shadow from the Sonata Lobos series. I want to go watch that. It's actually really good. I actually love it. And so I did create Alpha Shadow. And yes, I'm standing because it's a lot better that way. And if you're wondering what the symbol is on his forehead right there, that is the Alpha symbol, because I do AI roleplays with them, and I want to make sure it goes exactly with it. So I just do it like that. If you're wondering why I have two that look like kind of like, if I have this one that looks like kind of like Bat Shadow, it is not Bat Shadow. It is the it's multiverse Sonic Multi's Shadow. And sorry, that was my phone going off. Yeah, if you look up right here, it says Multi's World Shadow. It's basically Multi's Shadow. I know he looks like Bat Shadow, but he's not. It is Multi Shadow. So, yeah, and I do have a Vampire Shadow. I did make him the best I could. I couldn't really get the white, bolts that he has on his face, so the best I could do is the side things, and, yeah, I'm still working on getting him in the, in Sonic Dash and Sonic Prime, and, Sonic Prime, what was it? Sonic Speed Battle. Sonic Forces Speed Battle. And if you're wondering why I have a fucking Transformer one, it's because I made this one. This is mine. So if you want to learn how to make this guy, I will literally remake him for you guys. Just so that you can know how I made him. On like what colors I used and everything like that. And of course I do have, if you remember the Naruto series, there is Sasuke as Shadow, and you could see that. And yes, I do have Android Shadow in here too. So anyway, I'm going to teach you guys how to make. Yes, I did Team Sonic Gaming to celebrate the 1 year anniversary of them. Okay, so I will have to teach you how to make Shadow the Hedgehog. This is my old Shadow. I'm gonna have to remake him and do like a new form. And yes, I do have these forms right here just for fun. Because I was like, why not just have that? And then I was like, oh, I should just, you know. remake them, which means it will end up getting rid of all these as well. So let's go ahead and get into it. So if you don't have an empty space and you want to get rid of like an old morph that you made that you don't want on here, also don't mind the noise. That's the truck, garbage truck, I believe. No, it's the branch people. It's the branch truck. Don't mind that. We're gonna go ahead and remake our little shadow. So what I know in TikTok I explained how, but I'm gonna explain it right now. So you go to here and you have hedgehog, fox, echidna, bird, rabbit, dog, and cat, and then you have metal, which is actually locked. So I like to do the hedgehog more because it's better, I would say. And then here you're gonna hit customize, and then you have these different options. You go to head, and you have these different options right here for a type of head you can do. If you want to do movie shadow, you do movie e-head. If you want to do let's say movie Sonic, you can either use the movie B head. There's also movie S head if you want to do like the normal movie Sonic. And then there's this one if you want to do like Knuckles or something. So yeah, there's different movie heads that you can do. And if you want to make normal shadow, use the edge head. You hit the add-ons button at the bottom. There's different accessories you can add to the head. You go to eyelashes, and then on the second row or column, the third row, there's eyeline. You hit that, and then you go back to here. Hit spine. Go until you see edge spine, which is I believe it's on the second row. Hit that. Then you have the edge spine on your character, on your little on your shadow. Almost a little shadow. He's not little. Well, technically he probably is if you compare him to a human, but yeah. And then you go to where it said is add-ons, and then you hit spine decor. That's actually like the design on the spine. You could do tip spine, and you could do stripe spine. Now, stripe spine is one you're gonna have to use to get those highlights. I like to call them highlights because they basically are, but they're called spine decor in the game, so it's gonna be a little hard for you to do that, but still. Again, you go scroll down until you see like tail and back spine. I like to use the short tail. It's probably, best to use the short tail. You can use the medium tail if you want to, or like the large tail if you want to, but it depends on what you think is best for your shadow. And then you're gonna go back spine and then hit back spine. It's just called back spine. And you can get your back spine on your shadow. To get the chest fluff, you're gonna have to go scroll down a little bit more and hit chest. You have all these different options. You can have the belly if you want to make a Sonic version of Shadow, because it actually is one. There's a Shattuck, and you can do that. You can add chest. You got a fur belly if you want to do tails. You have a heart thing if you want to do, like, I think Rouge has that, or probably not, I don't know. You got a furry tut, which is for when you do silver. When you do Silver the Hedgehog. Which I might do a video on how to make him as well. You can do crescent, like Knuckles. We're going to use the chest floor because, we're doing shadow. To do the limbs, to do the highlights or the arm markings that he has. You go down to where it says return and split. You hit the split and it turns green, which means it's on, and it splits your thing. Go to the lower parts of your arm and legs, and then you hit striped limb. And I'll put it right on your character, right where you want it. Before I actually hit limbs and hit striped limbs and went on the top and bottom legs, and I was like, okay, that's definitely not shadow. So then I corrected myself and split it, and now it's doing what I want it to do, which is put the limbs on the lower parts and on the upper parts. Yeah, when I first started this game, I actually was pretty, let's say, like a noob, kind of, if you would actually call it, some people call it, and didn't know anything. So once you're done with the limbs, you turn the split off. It will go down here, but all you can do is just scroll up. It's fine. It's normal. To do the like cuffs that he has, all you have to do is hit wrists and hit buff cuffs, and then boom, there it is. You could do some add-ons, which is spikes. You could add spikes to it, but we're not going to because he doesn't. Because that's for like, I don't know, probably like a Knuckles IU of him or something. Let's see. So now after you've done that, you go to foot. It says foots. I like to say feet or like shoes or whatever, because we're literally looking at shoes. If you want to do like Outlaw Shadow better than I did, you could use the boots because they kind of look like the ones Outlaw Shadow wears. But point is, they don't have like the rings. I don't think. There's like styles you could do, add-ons you could do that, and design you could do that. But we're not looking at shoes. Well, we're not looking at cowboy boots. We're not making Outlaw Shadow. We are making normal Shadow. So you're gonna go all the way until you see Rocket Shoe or Air Shoes, and it will show it, and you hit that, and there you have it. You have Shadow's shoes. But he's not Shadow without his second pair of two inhibitor rings and all that. So you're gonna go to add-ons. You have buff, band, spike, and socks. We're gonna go to socks. Hit buff socks, and look at that. You got a default for your Shadow the Hedgehog. So now you're gonna go all the way back. Like all the way back. To here. You could add the mouth too, just and the emotes, but what we're gonna do is that we are going to let's see, let me think. We're going to color him first, just to get you guys an idea on how to color him in. So I hit design, and you go to this page right here where you can like choose different colors. They do have colors suggested for you, so you don't have to, create the color. I've learned that when I first joined, I learned that the hard way. So we have these options right here. What I first like to do is to get the highlights and the eye line and the eye color and everything else that is red colored in first. So I did hit the one that was next to the black. You could do the really dark ones if you want to, but I'm going to use this one when I make Dark Shadow, because that's actually a thing. He's actually a thing. Just saying. So you're going to hit that kind of red, and you're going to hit spine decor and eyeline, and then because you use it out for that, we're gonna color his eyes red. Then we're gonna scroll to where it says lower arm accent, or I like to call arm highlights. Let's scroll down to where it says legs, and then we got those colored in red. You could do the tail stripe red if you want to. That's totally fine, but I suggest we don't do that. We're gonna go to use the white and do the chest fur. And then we're gonna scroll down to where it says hand. We're gonna hit that. Okay. Now we're gonna do the skin tone. You could do the little darker ones if you want to, but I like to use the lighter one because it's a lot better and very good. So now we're going to color the inner ears and the muzzle. That color. The light, not the really light peach, but the one next to it. You could use the really dark peaches, but I like to use the lighter, not really light one, but the one next to it. Just because it's a lot better. Okay, so, and now it is time for the black color. So right between the red that we used and the dark gray, we have black. It's literally black. I'm going to color then the ears, the eyelid, when your character closes his eye, like blinks, you can see the color. We're going to scroll down, go to upper arm, back spine. The fur colors the entire fur, like that. We go to tail stripe. Again, you can color tail stripe red if you want to. That's totally fine. And then we're gonna, again, we're gonna do the lower arm, the tail, the upper leg, and the lower leg. So that's how you color in his, this part of him. But there are different sections for everything. If you want to color in his shoes and gloves, well, buff cuffs, I would say, you go to down here, you get the second thing, the second little character down there, and you have these options right here to color in those accessories. Okay, let's see. So since we are already on the black, we're gonna color in the wrist and the sock and the second shoe, the shoe second, with the black color. Then we're going to go to the red and hit wrist buff, sock buff, which is those little things that he has on his socks, and shoe base to get that red in there. We're gonna hit not this one, not this yellow, but the one next to it for the wrist and sock ring. And then we'll scroll a little bit to do the sole, which is the little rockets at the bottom of his shoes. The shoe part is already white, so we don't really need to do that. So we got all that colored in. Now, if you actually did add accessories to your character while you're creating them, you go to right here and you can color in those accessories right here. Where it has this little ball, you can color in a little speed ball or a little spin dash. That's what Sonic likes to call it. Little spin dash. Since there is already black on here, I just like to take the red and hit the main color and accent. And then you get that red and black ball color. And I like to unroll him before I return to the main page, not the title page, but this main page right here. So that's how you that's how you create and color in Shadow the Hedgehog. But now it's time to add the best part. The idle, like when he stands still, and the mouth. That's like one of the best parts out of making a character. And also do his run too. So once you go back here, you're gonna make animations. You have idle, rock, walk. I don't know why I said rock there. I have that. I have something that actually makes me say things that don't make sense sometimes. Then you have run, you have emotes, and then you have jump ball, which is that little speed ball that we just colored in. So first, we're gonna use the mouth first. So we have emotes, there's slots you can save, there's default, we're gonna hit default. You can have your head turn, which is kind of creepy, so we're not gonna do that. We're gonna do mouth. Then you have all these different mouth options. I'm gonna scroll all the way to the bottom. And then when you see this frown face right here, above this one, you hit that one. To get that frowny look that he has. Then you're gonna go back here, hit idle, not the show, not like the singer idle, the like standing still one. We're not gonna do like the timers or emotes or anything like that. Sorry, I literally woke up just a few minutes ago. We're gonna casual. I like to scroll down just a little bit. And then you have these edges 1 through 4. So we have 1, we have 2, 3, and 4. Which one do you think is best? I like to use 1 because it brings that shadow vibe. Let's say 1 and 2 bring the edgy vibe. But I use 1 because it's like more him. It's more the edgy vibe. But if you think 2 is the edgy vibe or 3 or 4, that is up to you. And so now we're gonna go back to this. The walk is still normal. We're gonna keep that. The run is the Sonic run, but we don't want that. We want the skate run, which is right here. What you also can is that there are these 2 right here. There's Medic Slide, which is this one, which is actually kind of weird looking. It's like he's trying to take a dump or something. And then there's this one, which I use for Android Shadow, where you can actually have his air shoes activated, which is actually pretty cool. And you don't have to pay Robux for this part. That's totally free that you can do that. So we all can use the normal skate run because it's better and it actually suits him. What you can also do is that you can also do super runs if you want to do supersonic, which I might actually create Super Shadow while I'm here too, just for the fun of it. You can also change your jump ball, which is your little speed ball that your character has. And once you're here, you see name and info at the bottom underneath the animations. You hit that. You can put your name and of your character in your bio of your character. What I like to, and I'm gonna put my character's name as Shadow the Hedgehog because it's Shadow, so we're gonna have to. And then I'm gonna put alternate life form because that is basically what he is. Is his ultimate life form. Then we're gonna hit return. And with forms, you can actually, save him. But now since I've gotten rid of them, they don't show it in the forms if you like restart a morph, which is pretty cool. That I like that, but sometimes I don't. And then you're gonna hit save. And there you guys have it. It is Shadow the Hedgehog. That's how you make Shadow the Hedgehog. Still Ansel will be in another video. And I do have him saved right here. But I don't mind remaking him for you guys. Just for the fun of it. I do need to go a little bit of upgrades, so they'll be good for me too. And I'll also teach you guys how to make other shadows too. Like, I would say, probably I might try to teach you guys how to make my Shadowmus Prime Shadow. Or my Sasuke Shadows, or my Android Shadow. Yeah, that's how to make Shadow the Hedgehog in Sonic Plus Wordplay in Roblox. So yeah, that's how you guys make them. Again, you can do different forms if you want. You can make them anytime, anything, like any way you like. That's totally fine. If you want to add accessories to him to make him more edgy and more like him, then do it. So it's what you guys want. But there's the tutorial on how to make him. I had to remake him anyway because he needed to be redone, so I had to. So yep, that's how you make Shadow. And I'll make Sonic in another video as well, along with Sir Lancelot and Movie Shadow and Movie Sonic and Shadow and all those ones. And yes, the Zone Cop AU is literally having a Z in their name, so you have to really say that Z. So, bye guys! Hope you guys enjoyed it!